All right, so today is actually the first time I'm going to be attending an official Tesla event in Australia. In fact, really anywhere, because when I went to California for Tesla Takeover, that was actually a owners club event, not a Tesla event. So today, the local Mulgrave Tesla Center has an open day, which we've seen Tesla do all over the world for their various locations. And this is basically a new facility where they've got a servicing center there. They've got a new showroom, which I haven't seen, and they've done a bit of a fit out. So we'll be able to check it out and see what it's like and see what kind of event they put together. I'm imagining it's going to be like a smaller scale type of event, but I'm certainly keen to check it out. I'm in Melbourne for the day, so it works out perfectly. And we were staying at Paige's parents last night and got to charge the car. They've got a destination charger because they also have a Model Y. So that was perfect. Charged the car back up super quick overnight. And they've got a really long driveway, and I was able to summon the car using the app from all the way at the front of that driveway back to where I could get in and drive away. So just all these small day-to-day conveniences that make owning a Tesla so cool. The other exciting thing that's happened is just 24 hours ago, Tesla on X reposted my Beetroot Seats clip, which it's now at 5 million views, and that has meant that I've been able to monetize my X account, which is really cool because at the moment they're giving 100% of ad revenue to creators versus YouTube, which I love. That's how I make a living at the moment, but it's a much smaller percentage of the cut that we get as creators. So very excited to now be monetized on X, and I'll see how this literally just did it this morning. So we'll see what happens over the coming weeks in terms of the payouts that I might be getting. It also really helps that Elon reposted that same video yesterday. So yeah, we'll see. If it goes beyond 5 million views, I'll be pretty excited. But X is a really interesting space and a great platform for the Tesla community. So if you're into Tesla breaking news and you're into all the leaks and the talk around this whole community, especially Tesla stock, it's a really cool platform to be on. We've just hit the freeway, so I might as well chuck on autopilot as I always do. And over the last few months, as you probably know if you're following my channel, we've got enhanced autopilot. And there's some really cool features with that. Some things don't work so well, but overall, I have now been enjoying it the more I've come to understand how the software works. For example, the auto lane change is great in the sense that you don't have to cancel autopilot to change lanes anymore. The only downside is sometimes it's a little abrupt and sometimes it doesn't get it perfectly. So it's a pretty awful feeling when it's halfway through a lane change and it decides that it's going to abort that change. Very jarring, very scary. But 9 times out of 10, once you start to understand the predictability of it, it's quite useful. So if you use autopilot a lot like I do, you'll find this sort of right-hand toggle on the steering wheel is super helpful for just turning the speed up and down as you feel comfortable. We'll also try a lane change now. So I'll put the indicator on. It's gonna just assess, move me over. That was really nice and smooth, especially because we are on a bit of a curve, but did a great job. Autopilot stays on. That is a really nice to have feature on road trips. So this Mulgrave Tesla Center is where we actually picked up this car, but it was a bit more industrial by the sounds of it back then compared to how it is going to be today. It was more just like a warehouse, whereas now they've actually turned it into a showroom where you can test drive the cars. They've got a full service center there if you need to get any repairs done. I'll see if I can flag someone down, but this cabin camera, I noticed when I did that Zoom call that it seems to have a bit of condensation or something in the lens, which is making it a tiny bit murky. So I assume I'll need to take that in for a service appointment. But if I can grab one of the service guys today, I'll get them to have a look at it and see what they think. Also, with this recent update, how clear the cameras have become is amazing. I don't know how they did it, but they went from being what looked to be a pretty poor camera view. This guy's going to cut me off. Anyway, what I was saying, the camera quality, they've improved over a software update. Don't know how they did it, but it has made a massive difference to the quality that you're now seeing in those cameras. So really nice work by Tesla. This is definitely bringing back memories of picking up our Model Y. Our Model 3 we actually picked up from Richmond. They no longer have that anymore. This is the main delivery point for people in Victoria. And you can actually start autopilot while you're at the lights. A lot of people don't realize that, and it will just take off with the traffic. A little bit slower than I would have been, but does a pretty good job. And then we're going to hook a U-turn up here. Oh wow, yeah, I can already see they've made quite a big improvement. They did a really good job of putting that together. There was free food, free coffee, heaps of people to speak to, lots of different cars on show. They had the Owners Club of Australia there showing off some S's and X's. They had the service department with their service Teslas on display so you could ask questions about, you know, how all those things work. They were doing tours of the facility. The showroom looked beautiful, a massive upgrade from since we were there last time picking up our Model Y, and the whole team super friendly. They had a beach buggy racing competition going. So yeah, definitely something I'd like to see more of from Tesla. These events I think are such a great opportunity for people to come and check out what's on offer. Massive thank you to everyone that came up and said hi to me. It's always very humbling going to these events and meeting so many of you. But all in all, a great day. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys soon in another video.